Hello everybody and welcome to the vlog. Today is gonna be a great day, even if today's vlog is gonna be a little bit different from what I usually do. It's gonna be more about talking, about telling you um, this very important thing that is what I would love to know before I start living in my van, about living in a van. So today's video is about the 5 things I wish I knew before. Those very important 5 things. The most important 5 things you need to know before you live in a van. The first one, and this may seem a little bit out of topic, but it isn't at all, is I love it. I wish someone told me that like 10 years ago. I wish I could find a video 10 years ago with someone living in a van for 15 months and telling me, I love it much more than I ever imagined. Don't wait anymore. If you feel it, go for it. Don't think about anything else. Just do it. Go do it. I wish I had this advice 10 years ago to support me and to make me just go. And this is the first thing I need to tell. If you feel it, if you feel you need to do this, if you feel you love it, don't wait anymore. Just go. Just start preparing everything so you can go. The second thing I wish I knew before I start living my van is the size of the van. Because it's not something that happens from one day to the next. It's not an easy thing to start living a van. So this takes a while. And sometimes when you start to get closer, we maybe not sometimes, maybe all the time, we start to feel very anxious and we start to rush a little bit the things. And in some moments, even when we buy a van, sometimes we get very anxious and we don't stop to think about it. One thing I wish I knew before is that if you're planning to stay more than 2 weeks in your van, you better buy a van where you can stand up inside. I wish I knew that. When I bought my van, the size I was a little bit restrained because I still want my van to fit inside a container because I want to go to other continents. But there are ways of fitting a van inside a container and stand up inside. And in the beginning I was like, well, if I sleep well, I can adapt to everything else, which is a little bit like that. But now 15 months passed and things are different. I would love to stand up inside my van. So if you're thinking about actually living in a van, don't be in a rush. Think about everything and try to get a van where you can stand up inside. And trust me, if you cannot, you're gonna understand what I'm saying. And this brings me to the third thing, that is something that I have, but it's so important that I need to talk about it. That is the size of the bed and how comfortable it is. So it was one of the few things I did right in my van, because I always believed, because I've traveled a lot before, and I knew already that if we sleep well, we can adapt to everything else. And so that's why my bed is so big and so comfortable. So when you prepare your van, think about it. Think about having a very good bed. Um, I don't want to go to at the same thinking I was when I started to build my van. Like, if I sleep well, I can adapt to everything else. It's better if you don't need to adapt to many things. It's better if everything is comfortable. But the thing that needs to be comfortable, for sure, the most important thing is bed. You need to sleep well. If you cannot sleep well, you cannot be happy living in a van. And I sleep better than I ever slept before. And the reason I love it so much, I think, is because I sleep so well. Like never before, like I just told you. So for me, it's not just a very important thing, is one of the most important reasons that make me love so much this way of living. Number 4, cuatro. I wish somebody would told me before to have a big opening on my roof. Why you didn't tell me something like that before? Like, make a big opening in your roof, man. Don't forget to put a window, a big window, or a big something. Just open all your roof or something like that. It's so important, especially when the weather gets very warm. So that opening is gonna change everything. Gonna take all the heat outside your van. So important. There are other reasons. You can see the sky. Be inside and see the sky. That's and light. Bring light inside. My van is very dark inside, and when I have time and money, and I'll stop to make improvements on my van, then I'm gonna change lots of things. I'm gonna make it higher, as I told you already in some other video. I wanna make a big opening on my roof. Um, But if you don't want to make a big opening, at least put a window. It's so important. At night for sleep will make the fresh air come in and take the heat go out at the same time. So it's a very important thing that I never heard anyone talk about it. And I think can be for sure on these top 5 most important things. And to finish, let's go to the last one, the 5th one. That would be, I wish, this is maybe a little bit my fault, because there are some things out there, maybe I didn't do the research, all the research I should have done. That is about having gas. I only have electricity. When I'll stop to make the improvements in my van, I'll change that. And if I knew it before, again, maybe my fault for this thing. If I knew it, I would put a big bottle of gas for cooking and for the refrigerator. So this way is not just to save electricity, is to have more options to... I only see good reasons about it. Only see good reasons. So if you're preparing your van, think about having... it's gonna take a little bit of place because you need kind of a box to put the bottle, and you need to make it go to the outside of the van for safety reasons. And then it's easy to skip having a bottle of gas. I think that's why I run a little bit away from it. Now I regret it. I regret it because it's cheap. It is a very good solution, and it's just mainly to have other options. And that's it. The 5 things I wish I knew before I start living in my van. I really hope if that helps you, this video, somehow. And I also hope you have a very nice week. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and take care. Cheers!